Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm just trying to pull this up right now, but for some reason it never wants to work. Here we go. I do realize, this is series Saturday here. If you are across the pond, it is Saturday morning, but for me it is actually Saturday night. I'm trying to new time frame since it's the weekend and I have some free time. So we are doing the 4th episode of the very first Mass Effect. This is the Legendary Edition. Now it has been a while, so I am going to be doing a recap, but before I do that, I would just like to give a shout out to Catmint Taverns, a CATMINT Taverns on Twitch, and she plays a lot of games. 2 of the games I know of are D&D and It Takes Two. She's a great person. She did the logo for my Discord and YouTube, so she always gets a shout out. But if you want a shout out for free, if you're watching on YouTube, all you have to do is like, subscribe, join the Discord. That's it. That's all you have to do. I'll give you a shout out for whatever it is. If you want me to give you a shout out for your Twitch stream, if you want me to give you a birthday shout out for somebody, anything that you want me to do, I'll do it. Now, without further ado, we are going to go ahead and give a recap. So episode 1 dove us into a world of Mass Effect. You were learning about the background of the character that we're playing, whose name is Commander Shepard. We are a survivor. We were stuck in a terrible situation. It doesn't really go into details with what that situation is, but we are a lone survivor that made it out of a terrible situation. The rest of our squad died, and that has made us resourceful, and that has made the Citadel choose us to be one of the elusive specters. Now, you learn what the specters are, and they are kind of a rogue governmental black ops group that don't answer to any rules, and you get sent to Eden Prime with one of the specters, and things quickly turn south. Eden Prime gets ambushed by a mysterious ship. There's another specter there named Saren who kills the specter that you were working with. You present this information to the council. The council says, sorry, we don't believe you. Saren is a good guy. And then in episode 2, we try to convince the council that this is not the case and that things are quickly going awry, and that fails. We walk around the Citadel. We learn about the Citadel. I also show you some background information about the world that we're in. We pick up some side quests on the Citadel. The Citadel is a huge ship that floats in space, and it was built by what we learned to be the Protheans. And we don't know much about the Protheans. I do, but we don't know much about them right now. So then in episode 3, finally we pick up some partners with us to fill our squad. We had Caden, who was already on our ship. We pick up Ashley in episode 1 during the issue with Eden Prime, which is a world that we were on, like I mentioned. And then in episode 3, we have to find Rex, who is looking for Saren, and we find him through the Shadow Broker. And then we also find Garrus, who is at CSEC, and we learn that CSEC is the police force on the Citadel. And Garrus used to work for CSEC and is trying to put Saren away. Saren and Garrus are both Talarians, so it does seem strange to you as a commander that they are fighting against each other, but Garrus seems to be a guy that believes in justice. So that is where we pick up now with episode 4. Oh, sorry, and you learn that Saren is looking for a Quarian who has some information about this beacon that erupted on Eden Prime. And when it erupted, this was during episode 2, I believe, maybe 1, you started having visions. You didn't know what was going on, and the council doesn't believe you on these visions, so that's the reason why they dismiss you. But the Quarian has information about this beacon, and Saren is looking for this Quarian, and you have to find this Quarian before Saren does. So that is what we will be doing now with this. And the last whereabouts for this Quarian was a mob boss named Fisk, who is located at a bar in the lower wards, knows where it is. But I am terrible with anything that has to do with a mouse So we are going to hook this up. But before I do, just a quick way that we play this. So right now my sound is off, so you can't hear anything. Don't panic about that. That is perfectly fine. I do that on purpose. What I am going to do when the game starts is I will turn the sound up. I do not talk when the sound is on, and we do read the codex, but only the primary codex. I believe that the primary codex is very essential for you to understand the world, the inhabitants, the people that live there, the colonies, and the way that everything works, and the reason why you have to do what you have to do, and why you have to do it that specific way. Because if you don't read it, it's still a great story, but I really want you guys to just dive in there. So we only read the primary codexes, but really do encourage you to look at the secondary codexes as well. You learn a lot of information that way too. Really fleshes out the world. But I'm going to turn this up. Don't look. Production value going down. Oh no. Handy dandy controller. I've been trying to play this game called Star Citizen, and hopefully that cursor goes away. I've been trying to play this game called Star Citizen, and they said that it was controller compatible, but I don't really know how true that is. So, because when I tried to play it, the controller didn't work. Maybe you have to configure it. Oh, we had a battle in the in the med bay to find Garrus. There were some assassins here, so if we pull up the can we pull up, come on, let's just pull up the codex here, buddy. So we pull up the codex, we got some weapons and armor.
Combat Medigel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Medigel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban.
So that's the reason why I love reading these primary codexes. So now you're getting a glimpse into this world that there are laws that people have to follow, unless if you bend them a little bit and you get something good out of it, like Medigel, which is what you use to heal yourself, then it's okay. You know, it's fine. So that's the reason why I do say, like here we have technology. It talks about credits and how important your money system is, but like I said, we're not going to go into that. So here's expose Saren. Now it says take down fists, so we have to go to the DN. However, I am doing this for so I am doing this kind of backwards. Normally what I would recommend doing is, before getting this mission, the fifth mission, I would recommend doing most of the side quests on the, let me make sure that I got homeboy back here. Sorry. I would recommend doing most of the side quests that you could do on the Citadel before heading to Fisk. And the reason why is you will find out once we get here. Oh, I forgot we can't go that way yet. That was a little bit of running around, but I think we can go straight there. Yeah. So you're about to see the reason why, because if you go here first before this is your primary mission, this will be fine. You do want to go ahead. You don't know where this is. If you are new, this is really going to put you in a tail on one of the hardest parts of, or quickly show you that this game can be challenging. So you look at the map down there, you see that When you normally get here, Cora's Den door is open, and there are no red spots on the map down there. So you do need to be aware
Looks like
that
it's
this
shut
is.
down.
Fist knows where now it
So that bartender, you have to be very careful. There's also Krogans in here that will mess you up. I recommend just picking a side and trying to kill them. Whichever side that may be. But again, there are Krogans up here. Snipers, I think, are in here somewhere. Hardest guys to beat right here.
On me.
I don't like that. Only one left. It's quick.
all targets down.
We could have shot this, but again, these guys here, the Krogans, they do not play. So you could have rushed, but rushing doesn't do anything here. And this part is where this is the reason why I said coming here first, because normally there's a guy here that you can talk to for part of this side mission that we went to in the last episode. We came through and we said, hey, you know, we'll go talk to this captain for you. And we learned that the captain's been drinking a lot. He takes bribes on the side, so you can actually talk to him here before it all comes up.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer. Warehouse workers. All the real guards must be dead.
Stay back or we'll shoot.
This would be a good time to find somewhere else to work.
Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I never liked Fist anyway. It would have been quicker to just kill them.
Shooting people isn't always the answer.
And I forgot, we need to go back here because I think we can go into the door. I can't remember all the little nuances, but I think we can go in the door back here where the other guards were. I couldn't remember if it was this door or the other one for the way to get to Fist. Yeah, so So as you can see, when I first played this game my very first time, I was like, why won't the other ones open up? They're all the same. So you just got 3 weapons from that one locker. And that's just the way it is. So, I'm gonna pull up the equipment because... Oh yeah, I forgot. I tried to change my name and it didn't work right. Anyways, we will do this. So, damage is better. I know the shotgun's better, but we don't really use shotguns. Maybe this. And I can't remember what's this way. Oh yeah. So this is Fist. Okay. I'm not dumb. That's what I was talking about. Or did I just go in a complete circle and not know it? Because it doesn't feel like it. Oh, I did. Okay. Yeah. I'm just dumb. Don't listen to me. I went in a complete circle. It's only one way. And this is going to be the first choice that, or not choice, but this is going to be the first thing you notice about having people on your team makes a difference. Forgot forgot about that.
Wait! Don't kill me, I surrender!
Where's the Quarian?
She's not here, I don't know where she is, that's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait, I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her. The Quarian isn't here, said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
That part
Oh my god!
is because Rex is on
The
your
Shadow
team.
Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
I'm in charge here. You ever pull another stunt like that?
It was the only contract I had left. And don't we have something more pressing to worry about?
That Quarian is dead if we don't go now.
So that's, if you don't have Rex on your team, then you can save him. But Rex is not on your team, so Rex is on your team, and Rex will always be on my team. And now we have somewhere we have to be. So let's go. You can run through these if you want to. There's really no reason. You can kill them. Kill everybody here. Pretty easy. Again.
Destroy you!
Powering up.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
They're near the markets, but I don't actually remember where that is. Can you not do that, buddy? Here we go.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
button's broken. There we go. But let me do it.
Just set me up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Were you hurt in the fight?
I know how to look after myself. Not that I don't appreciate the help. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
The ambassador's office. It's safe there. He'll want to see this anyway.
I tried to pick up that's part of a mission there as well. We need to grab it quickly.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
This Quarian can help us bring down Saren. I would have told you that if you hadn't jumped down my throat.
I apologize, Commander. This whole thing with Saren has me a bit on edge. Maybe we should just start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods, the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
They won't believe you anyway. Just keep them out of this.
We have to tell them. Even if they don't believe anything else, this proves Saren is a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Alright, squad. Always Rex. Always Rex. And I really like Garrus, but gotta put my boy Caden.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you speak? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
It's no trouble. What can I do for you?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime.
The 212? Isn't that Ashley's unit? She might want to meet Mr. Bhatia.
I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
There's no reason for your wife's body to be held like this. Just wait here.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
So this is another one where if you have people, then it changes. It doesn't change the outcome of the quest, but it changes the dialogue in the quest that you're doing. But for right now, I won't be doing any side quests. I have another part planned for that, so no side quests right now. Just going to go and we're not gonna speed run through this. We're gonna do everything we're supposed to do, but I am gonna finish this up, and then after this happens, well, you'll see. This is where things get real. Captain Anderson.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarian's evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No! It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Yeah. Yeah, watch. Watch me as I make history, but in the future, in a video game. Yeah.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
I've watched that so many times, and I love it. Music is so good.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Commander.
Spectre talents. Level up. Whoop whoop. Oh. Why is my Vanguard up so high? Did I mess up? I don't know. Intimidate slow. Spectre training. Always something good to have. Bricks. With Rex, I also recommend getting Krogan Battlemaster up, but you also want that shotgun as fast as possible. Still doing expose Citadel, or expose Saren. I also want to expose the Citadel too. It's secondary, so you can learn about the pilgrimage. It's super cool. I'm not gonna read it because I said I wouldn't. But we are going to. We're not gonna do any side quests, but it is. I would definitely recommend going to the CSEC office to talk to the requisition officer, because remember, any licenses that you purchase, the guy on your ship has those licenses as well, so you don't have to come back to the Citadel to buy your Spectre acquired armor and weapons. And at this time it would make sense for you to do the missions up here from the requisition officer, but I'm not going to do that because I said I wouldn't. Encryption skill too low. Wait. I thought I could. Oh. I go to the wrong place to talk to the requisition officer? I guess I did, huh? Hey, fair enough. It's really difficult for me not to go talk to that dude over there. That side mission. Really difficult. I think it is over here. This might lead to the wards. There we go, requisition officer. Scan the keeper. I'm gonna scan every keeper.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How do you know who I am?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stock for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Alright, so if you come before you become a Spectre, he does offer you stuff, but you don't get the rare stock. So, as you can see here, all of this stuff is master gear. You probably won't have enough money for it, but I think you can get the licenses and go ahead and get them. I'm pretty sure. Maybe wrong. Yep, here you go. So, licenses here are very important. So, now you have the... you can buy these, but I don't recommend it. So... but these are extremely good if you are a bionic person. The bionic amp, just extremely phenomenal. All of their stuff is top of the line. Your maximum number of grenades are increased. This is super good. Everything that you have here is just incredible. So what I always do here is just sell everything back to them because I don't really use any of this. Hopefully I don't get close enough to hit somebody, and the recoil and things like that don't really matter. The armor upgrades, as long as it's not smash damage. I do keep my rounds, they're kind of important. The higher your difficulty level, the more you need those rounds. But the main thing to buy here, like I said, is the license, because now the officer on your ship in the basement where the Mako is he will sell you the same stuff. So you don't have to go anywhere. Embassies. And I'm pretty sure that they offer the best armor, best weapons, or if not the best, I'm pretty sure those are the ones I use to beat the game on the hardest difficulty level. That and bionics. Do anything with bionics. Literally anything. Ionics are busted. Oh, nope, 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 nope. On here.
So they finally did it. I knew one of your kind would make Spectre one day. I only hope you're better than the one they're sending you after.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
Didn't mean to do that.
No, you humans are
We've
eager
already
to
take
take
about
all
this
the
one,
power
yes.
you can get. The
Episode.
council wants
I'll be
me.
going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Gotta go to the ambassador's office. Always scan the keeper. Did I go the wrong side? I did. It's been a while. Oh! In combat, you can run for days. Here we go. Now, if you go to this side, you get the cool person. Somebody gonna be with the ambassador. Am I forgetting something? Oh, Alliance talking, man. Forgot about that. My bad, I was making up a story. I swear I've beaten this game a lot. It's just been a while since I've beaten it. I was making up a story in my head. I thought you had to talk to him first and then he told you to go here. Like you and the ambassador had you and Commander Anderson had a talk. But that's not true. That's not what happened. You have the talk at the docking bay. I'm not going to say what the talk is, though. I'll never give away that information. Never spoil this for you.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Journal updated. Told you.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Did you hear the beeping there and then the docking noise? It's so realistic. Even when you're in a conversation, you have full-on noises of where you're at going on around you. So you're in a docking bay, so the ships are coming in, they're parking, they're docking. You can hear the hissing of the hydro, whatever those things are called, the hydraulic like locking mechanisms, and you can hear the beeping of warnings of the ship. It's so good. Like, that's just the little details, so good.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop it.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Always a meeting.
Yes, Commander?
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell me about Noveria?
Noveria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing. But you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things. Maybe he just likes the violence.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
After the Geth secure a location. In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skyllian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space. Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster. Two-thirds of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Pharos to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population. Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company. The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Noveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Noveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the Executive Board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it is understandable that Noveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
So this is, I forget what it's called, but this is that island that's in the, I can't remember what it's called. It's like the point in the world where there's no government. And that's what this is. That's this world. There's no government here. You can do whatever you want to.
There are between 2 and 400 billion stars in the galaxy, and less than 1% of them have ever been visited or had their systems properly surveyed. Humanity's early expansion into the Attican Traverse was haphazard, a desperate race to claim habitable planets where populations can be economically settled. Ignored in the wake of this land grab were thousands of less hospitable worlds, each potentially rich with industrial resources. The wealth of entire solar systems lies untapped, waiting for corporate survey teams or independent pioneers to discover and exploit them. However, this is not an easy task. In addition to the environmental hazards, the fact that uncharted worlds are largely ignored makes them popular bases for criminals, revolutionaries, cults, and others who wish to remain unnoticed by galactic society.
And this was the one that we got from the elevator. The assignment that we got from the elevator. All right. And that is going to do it for me today. This is all that we will have, because when we come back, I know you're eager to hop on the ship, but what I will be doing when I come back next Saturday, or if you're watching on YouTube and it is already next Saturday, you can just go into episode 5. But what I will be doing next is finishing all of the missions, all of the assignments on the Citadel. Again, this is where people stop playing. They don't make it this far because they say there's too many side missions that make you stay on the Citadel for too long. And this may seem long because we are spreading these episodes out, and we are letting the guide tell us about all of the primary codexes. But if you do this, all of the Citadel gameplay, including Eden Prime and all of that, and including watching all of the cutscenes without skipping them, it will only take about 3 hours for you to finish Eden Prime, all of the Citadel cutscenes, go to Chorus Den. Honestly, you could probably do it in 2 hours of gameplay, and then you will have your ship and you can go. If you ignore all of the side quests, but I will not be doing that, and I will be doing all of the side quests the next time you guys come in. Side quests on the Citadel. That is it. Side quests on the Citadel. And then we will make our way into the world and the galaxies of Mass Effect after that. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, you guys are awesome. And, as always, a final shout out. Uh-oh. That was the wrong way. And again, a final shout out to Catman Taverns. You can find her on Twitch, streaming all sorts of games like D&D and It Takes Two. She did the banner for my Discord and for my YouTube. It's a super cute banner, super awesome. So she will always get free advertisement. But if you want free advertisement, all you have to do, if you're watching on YouTube, join the Discord. If you're watching on Twitch, follow, join the Discord. That's all you have to do. That is it. Thank you guys. Tune in next time. You are awesome.